Hi there, my name is Nathan Ball, in-house game designer at AdInMo, and this is episode 3 of our Rapid Review series. In this episode, we'll be looking at Doodle Champion Island Games, a Google Doodle game designed to celebrate the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. While it started out as a simple cosmetic change to the Google logo in the browser, over the last decade the idea of the Google Doodle, a temporary alteration to the Google homepage to celebrate special world events, has evolved, branching out into animations, interactive toys, and even small games. Doodle Champion Island Games outdoes all of its predecessors by a wide margin, however, presenting a fully fledged open world for the player to explore, packed with things to see and do. The player takes on the role of Lucky, a calico tasked with retrieving 7 scrolls by defeating the 7 champions of the island in their respective sports. To do so, they'll need to find each champion in their zone on the island and defeat them in a mini-game adaptation of an Olympic sport, which range from archery to rugby, from new editions skateboarding to synchronized swimming. This structure, and the layout of the game's world, mirrors the structure of a traditional Japanese RPG, a point which is reinforced by the game's pixel art style, a staple of the classics of the genre. This is just one way in which Doodle Champion Island Games pays tribute to the country hosting this year's games, however. The game's world and characters have been carefully designed to evoke elements of Japanese culture and folklore. From the different zones, which include rocky volcanic wastes, towering mountains and bustling cities, reflecting the environmental diversity of real-world Japan, to the weird and wonderful characters you meet, particularly the sport champions, who all seem deliberately designed to reference specific creatures in Japanese mythology. You can see these characters in their full glory in the game's short cutscenes, which are presented in a beautiful anime style. Once you've explored the rich world and met its unique characters, however, it's time to get down to some sports, and here the game excels also. As previously mentioned, each sport is represented by a quick-fire minigame, each only taking a couple of minutes at most to complete, but some being devilishly tricky to clear. The archery champion, for example, took me many tries to defeat, while the Guitar Hero-esque synchronized swimming game required lightning-fast reactions to clear. It takes around half an hour to claim the 7 scrolls and restore balance to Champion Island, but the game has more to give after that. Some characters you meet will give you side quests, such as picking up stray arrows or retrieving a lost table tennis paddle, and completing these tasks will grant you trophies in the game's trophy house. The characters around this area emphasize the importance of kindness and cooperation with regards to these quests, a welcome sentiment in the hyper-competitive context of the Olympics. You can also join one of 4 differently coloured teams and contribute points to their score on a leaderboard with each event you win. This is a simple but effective way to mirror the collaborative elements of the Olympics in game form, and makes the player feel like they're representing a larger team while they're playing. The fact that a Google Doodle, a free browser game playable on both PC and mobile, manages to encompass everything we've discussed here is incredibly impressive. And given how often Japan is associated with the golden age of video games, there's perhaps no better way to mark this historic time in the country's history than with Doodle Champion Island Games, a celebration of sport, video games, and Japanese culture as a whole. And that's all for this episode of Rapid Review. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. I've been Nathan Ball. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.